Good Friday morning from the Johnson Space Center. This is Mission Control Houston. You're looking at the International Space Station Flight Control Room. Once again, wrapping up the week under direction of veteran flight director Ron Spencer. Ron is side-saddled to his right by Ryan Lean, who is handling the communications link between the control center here and the crew aboard the International Space Station. That crew of Expedition 27, made up of 3 crew members right now. Commander Dmitry Kondratiev is the Expedition 27 commander. He's joined by Italian Space Agency astronaut and European Space Agency astronaut Paolo Nespoli. He's serving as flight engineer. He's in the view on the right. And then on the far left, of course, is NASA astronaut Katie Coleman. She's serving as flight engineer number 6. Of course, they're a 3-person crew aboard the International Space Station. They're awaiting the decisions on the new launch date for their augmenting crew of Andrei Borisenko, Alexander Samokutyaev, and Ron Garan, who are in Moscow at the Gagarin Training Center outside Moscow in Star City. They're awaiting word as well as to when they would then depart Star City and then head to the launch site at the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan. They were slated to launch to the International Space Station on their 26 Soyuz spacecraft on March 30th. Of course, that date is currently under evaluation. There is expectation that a new launch date should come at some point today for those 3 gentlemen slated to augment the Expedition 27 crew, restore it to a 6-person crew aboard the International Space Station. The orbiting International Space Station has just passed into an orbital sunset as it skirted along the coastline of Somalia, now heading out over the Indian Ocean. The track will take it high above New Zealand and then move into an orbital sunrise approaching the Southern California coast. From this 220-mile vantage point, the International Space Station circles the Earth every 92 minutes. That's traveling about 17,000 miles per hour, or about 5 miles per second. The 3 crew members on board wrapping up their week with a great deal of focus in the Japanese H-2 transfer vehicle, the HTV-2 as it's known by its affectionate name Konotori, which is the Japanese word for white stork, delivered a number of supplies and hardware to the crew aboard the International Space Station. The HTV launched back in January and is expected to stay at the station until March 28th. That's its current departure date. Of course, that's going to be driven by the recovery efforts in Japan to restore command link between the Japanese control center so that they can directly command that HTV. Several of the Japanese flight controllers, including flight directors, are in Houston and are able to support operations associated not only with the HTV but with the Japanese laboratory Kibo as well aboard the International Space Station. So the cruise on board has a fairly busy day with 3 crew members dividing their attention, supporting onboard maintenance, some science activities, exercise as they pass through their 93rd day in orbit. They've now been aboard the International Space Station for 91 days.